Good morning, everybody. Today is March 16th, Monday, and the stock market is going down, and by 2,200 points. We might be hitting circuit breakers again, like we hit this morning, because the stock market crossed a certain, like a 10% bound that basically tells that, basically triggers the closure of the stock market, so people could kind of like cool down and rethink their trades and kind of readjust their positions, what they're thinking, and kind of slow down the panic. But I wouldn't be surprised if this circuit breakers would be triggered again today, because I put some low ball orders right now on Dow Jones, and they suddenly got executed. So that basically tells you that again we are in a major dip. So in terms of which stocks you should buy right now on the stock market, I would say that quite a bit of medical stocks are great buys. And in my previous video I already mentioned two stocks, which is Quest Diagnostics and LabCorp. Both are being traded on the stock market, and they're performing a lot of tests for coronavirus, and they should be benefiting from all these activities. So but maybe I'm gonna step away a little bit from the stock market right now and talk about how to survive in this environment. The problem is that I just went to Ralph's to buy some milk for my 2-year-old child, and I'm buying the powder milk called Nido, and obviously nothing is there. The guy the manager of the store, he told me, dude, we open at 8, but there's a line at 6 o'clock already outside of our store of 150 to 200 people, and basically as soon as we open the store, they rush in and basically just grab everything. So, and today I actually made a video I'm going to post on my page on Facebook and on YouTube channel, but it's pretty sad. You don't have any products. I mean, any food, fresh food like meat, chicken is gone, and obviously a lot of canned food, so something that has a long shelf life. So, and it reminds me kind of the Soviet Union, where I escaped from during the Gorbachev time, which was basically 30 years ago. But I still remember when you were going to the store to buy some food, and there was just bread there, a little bit of bread, some potatoes, no meat, no chicken, and it was pretty tough to survive. So but I remember the lessons how to be able to survive in this environment. And the first thing that if you're smart, you would do is you become friends with people who work in a supermarket. Maybe even be nice to them and tip them. But the point is that people who stuff the shelves with the products could help you, and when they basically, when the store opens, they could go to the shelf and grab specific products for you and put them aside, or maybe even buy themselves, because I'm not sure if there are any restrictions on actually supermarket workers buying anything. But the point is that you really have to become friends with people who work who work in the supermarkets, have access first-hand access to the food products, because it's literally impossible to get what you need, because you know, they don't order that much, or they don't expect such huge demand. But it's just crazy out there. And you know, I understand adults, you know, we adults could, you know, switch foods and buy and eat one food or another food, and worst comes to worst, we could just survive on chips and water, or I don't know, some very, very basic stuff. But for little children, you know, you need the specific milk, or you know, specific products. And when they disappear, it's hard to find a replacement. So I don't know, it's getting pretty sad, and it's kind of like getting me mad that you know, children that's supposed to have, I guess, the maybe highest priority in this world, you know, are basically neglected, and they're sending, you know, not enough baby food to the stores, and now the parents like me don't know where to get it. So but it basically tells you that true capitalistic society, every man for himself, nobody cares about anybody. They grab, they get what they need because they have money. And you know, what's gonna happen with the rest of you, who cares? It's none of my business, none of my problems. So like in the movie Rocky IV, Ivan Drago, which is you know, a Russian boxer fighting Rocky Balboa, played by Sylvester Stallone, obviously, right? But in the movie, one of the first scenes where he's fighting some black American boxer, and actually Gorbachev is present at that you know, boxing match, and Ivan Drago actually kills this guy because he punches so hard, and American boxer, you know, just basically has a stroke and dies in the ring. But there's a famous phrase there that actually became kind of like a meme, you know, in terms of on the internet. But it says, if he dies, he dies. And I think this is kind of the attitude right now in America. Every man for himself. You know, you go get what you need, and hell with everybody else. You know, so you know, under normal circumstances maybe it's okay, but in terms of crisis, you know, it's becoming a little bit annoying, to say the least. Okay, back to the stock market. If you want to find out which stocks to buy that capitalize on this mess, go to the website 2stx.com. It will take you directly to my Apple App Store, where you could download, install, and run my app on your iPhone, iPad, and Apple TV. And it covers 5,500 stocks with daily buy and sell recommendations. So, thank you for your time. Stay healthy, stay away from coronavirus, and good luck trading.